Robert Lindsay Stevenson, known professionally as Robert Lindsay, is an English actor. He is known for his stage and television work, including appearances with the Royal Shakespeare Company and in musical theatre, and his roles as Wolfie Smith in Citizen Smith, Captain Pellew in Hornblower, and Ben Harper in My Family. He has won a BAFTA, a Tony Award, and 3 Olivier Awards for his work. Early life. Lindsay was born in Ilkeston, Derbyshire, to Joyce and Norman Stevenson. He was one of 3 children and his father was a World War II veteran, having been a minesweeper on one of the first ships to land on D-Day. After leaving Gladstone Boys' School, Lindsay enrolled in the drama department of Clarendon College in Nottingham, intending to become a drama teacher. However, friends at Nottingham Playhouse encouraged him to apply to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, and in 1968, he was accepted there with the aid of a government grant. After graduation, he worked as a dialect coach for a repertory company in Essex, and then joined a regional theatre group. Career. Lindsay's early career included roles in British films such as That'll Be the Day, 3 for All, and Adventures of a Taxi Driver. He came to prominence as the Cockney layabout Jakey Smith in the ITV comedy series Get Some In, and was given the starring role as delusional revolutionary Wolfie Smith in the BBC sitcom Citizen Smith, which raised his profile. Towards the end of the run of Citizen Smith, Lindsay won roles in the BBC television Shakespeare series, including Lysander in A Midsummer Night's Dream, Fabian in Twelfth Night and Benedick in Much Ado About Nothing. He played Edmund in the Granada television production of King Lear with Sir Laurence Olivier. Lindsay played the role of Bill Snibson in the hugely acclaimed 1984 London revival of Me and My Girl, which subsequently transferred to Broadway, earning Lindsay a Tony Award against competition from performers in Les Miserables on both occasions. Lindsay's success on Broadway and in the West End led to a starring role in the film Bert Rigby, You're a Fool, although it was not a commercial success. His next role was in the James Scott-directed Strike It Rich alongside Molly Ringwald and John Gielgud. He continued, however, to enjoy success on television, and played the leading role in Alan Bleasdale's dark comedy serial GBH, for his performance in which he won a BAFTA. Lindsay was also in Bleasdale's Jake's Progress, the tale of a couple played by Lindsay and Julie Walters who were struggling to cope with her difficult child. Both Bleasdale serials were screened by Channel 4, as was the surreal Channel 4 sitcom Nightingales, which also featured David Threlfall and James Ellis. In 1996, Lindsay played the title role of Becket, the play by Jean Anarul, opposite Derek Jacobi as King Henry II, for which he won another Olivier Award. Lindsay won his 3rd Olivier Award after he took over the role of Fagin during 1997 in Cameron Mackintosh's London revival of Oliver, at the London Palladium. Lindsay appeared in the films Fierce Creatures and Divorcing Jack, and in 1998, he was cast in the recurring role of Captain Pellew in the ITV miniseries Hornblower, based on the novels of C.S. Forester, which ran until 2003. Lindsay was also the original choice for the lead role in the drama Cracker, however, he turned the part down as he did not want to become too associated with heavy, darker drama characters. He later appeared as Fagin in the 1999 ITV Oliver Twist miniseries. In October 2005, Lindsay starred in ITV drama series Jericho about a Scotland Yard detective investigating murder and kidnapping in London's Soho in the 1950s. In January and February 2006, he was the only actor to appear in 2 loosely linked Stephen Poliakoff dramas, Friends and Crocodiles and Gideon's Daughter, shown on BBC One. Lindsay has also portrayed Prime Minister Tony Blair in the Channel 4 satires A Very Social Secretary and The Trial of Tony Blair. In 2003 he appeared in an episode of Absolutely Fabulous, and also narrated the BBC documentary series Seven Wonders of the Industrial World. Lindsay appeared in the 8th Ricky Gervais video podcast, in which Gervais announced that Lindsay would be in the second series of Extras, appearing in the last episode of the 2006 series as an arrogant, mean-spirited version of himself. Lindsay also appeared in the romantic comedy Wimbledon, as the tennis club manager who hires Peter Colt. In 2007 at the Old Vic Theatre, Lindsay played Archie Rice in John Osborne's The Entertainer, a role first performed by Olivier in 1957. In 2009 he played the protagonist, Maddox, from the Radio 4 comedy Electric Ink by Alistair Beaton. In 2010, Lindsay starred in the title role of Derby Live's production of Onassis before its transfer to London's West End. Lindsay stars as the examiner in the British sitcom Spy, which debuted in October 2011 on Sky One and returned to the cast in 2012 for a second series. In November 2011, he starred as Henry in a revival of The Lion in Winter by James Goldman at the Theatre Royal, Haymarket, London, a production which also featured Joanna Lumley as Eleanor, and was directed by Trevor Nunn. In 2012, Lindsay appeared in the Sky Detective series Falcon episode The Silent and the Damned as Pablo Ortega. In 2014, Lindsay starred as Lawrence Indiana, the UK premiere production of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at Savoy Theatre, London. Directed and choreographed by Jerry Mitchell. On 9 May 2015, Lindsay recited the wartime speeches of Winston Churchill at VE Day 70. A Party to Remember. Lindsay sings the recorded version of Derby County FC's song, Steve Bloomer's Watchin', played and sung by the fans at the beginning of every home game. Personal life. In 1974, Lindsay married Cheryl Hall, who later appeared opposite him in Citizen Smith. They divorced in 1980, when he started a long-term relationship with actress Diana Weston, with whom he has a daughter, Sydney Laura Stevenson, and who co-starred with him in 3 episodes of My Family. Lindsay then left Weston for actress and presenter Rosemary Ford. The couple have 2 children, born in Hillingdon, Middlesex, Samuel Lindsay Stevenson and James Lindsay Stevenson. The couple married on 31 December 2006. On 13 September 2006, Lindsay researched his family tree in the 3rd series of Who Do You Think You Are? He travelled to his hometown and to Turkey, where his grandfather Raymond Dunmore had taken part in the Gallipoli campaign during World War I. Lindsay is a lifelong supporter of Derby County FC, a fact which he stated in a short section for CBBC's news round entitled My Team. Lindsay is known for his left-wing political beliefs, usually describing himself as a staunch socialist, and has marched in the past in support of miners. He was a passionate supporter of the Labour Party. He was an outspoken critic of Prime Minister Tony Blair's decisions to go to war in Afghanistan and Iraq. He then stopped supporting Labour and stated that he was furious, and now feels disillusioned with mainstream politics. You see those images of Iraq and Afghanistan and Lebanon, don't you?